Hello everyone. Now we are going to study about the poriferan characters. First one, habitat. Poriferans, they live in aquatic habitat. Aquatic means water habitat. Most of them live in marine water. And only one freshwater sponge is there, that is the spongilla. Now for freshwater, example is the spongilla. Next characteristic is they are sedentary or sessile. Sedentary or sessile means they are non-motile, unable to move. They are attached to the substratum. Next, so here mostly if you observe, only these poriferans, they are having only group of cells, no tissue, no organ system. Only cells are present. That's why the grade of organization is cellular grade of organization. Cellular grade of organization because of presence of only cells. But that cells only will perform all the life processes like respiration, digestion, reproduction. All the life processes were done by the cells only. Here, if you observe the sponge diagram, now we can see these cells, they arrange in the form of a dermis, that is in the form of a layer. The outermost layer is known as pinacoderm. This pinacoderm is made up of a cells known as pinacocytes. Pinacoderm is made up of cells known as pinacocytes. Now you can see here the outermost layer, this layer is the outermost layer which is made up of the cells known as the pinacocytes, and the layer is known as the pinacoderm. And the innermost layer, where you can see this is the innermost layer, this innermost layer is known as coenoderm. Which is made up of cells known as coenocytes. Okay. So here the cells are arranged itself in the diploblastic condition. There is no diploblastic condition, no germ layers, but the cells are arranged in the two layers. The outermost layer is known as the pinacoderm and innermost layer is known as the coenoderm. The outer pinacoderm consists of the cells known as the pinacocytes and inner coenoderm consists of coenocytes. Between these there is a non-cellular part, and this is known as mesohyle, or it is also called as mesenchyme, where different types of spicules, amoebocyte cells are all present. Okay, so between the pinacoderm and coenoderm there is non-cellular part known as the mesenchyme or mesenchyme, where we can see there are amoebocyte cells which acts as totipotent cell. Totipotent cell means which are having capability to produce any type of cell is known as a totipotent cell. Now, what are these totipotent cells which are present in the sponges or poriferans are known as archaeocytes. The cells which are having the capability of totipotency are known as archaeocytes, and these archaeocytes generally they produce the germ cells or sex cells. Germ cells are sex cells. Along with these archaeocytes, even the coenocytes also, whenever necessary, they are also able to produce the sex cells. Now the next characteristic of the phylum Porifera is the presence of pores throughout the body. Now you can see here pores are present here. Through these pores the water enters and the water comes outside through the large pore called as the osculum. So these pores, they are acting like a mouth and this osculum is acting like an anus. These pores are known as ostia or ostrum, through which water enters, and through osculum the water comes outside. So now here these cells, now the outermost I said that pinacoderm is present, which consists of pinacocyte cells. These pinacocyte cells only, they modify as porocyte cells. So which are covering these opening, that is ostia or ostrum. These cells are called as the porocyte cells. These cells are called as the porocyte cells. Okay. So the pinacocyte cells itself, they modified as the porocyte cells. Through these ostia or osculum, this is the canal where the water enters, and again the water comes outside through the osculum. At that time, whatever the microorganisms present in the water, they are collected by the coinocyte cells, and these coinocyte cells are also called as collar cells. The coinocyte cells are also called as collar cells, and they are having flagella-like structure. With the help of that flagella, they beat the water and they collect the food material. And the food is digested inside the coinocyte cells. That's why digestion is intracellular. Digestion is intra. Intra means inside the cell. Intracellular. So inside the cell, the digestion is occurring. That's why it is called as the intracellular digestion. And respiration and excretion generally takes place by simple process called as a diffusion. Generally, the exchange of gases or the release of ammonia occurs through the process called as the diffusion. Okay. Next, reproduction. Reproduction occurs both by asexual and sexual means. Okay, already said that archaeocytes, they produce the sex cells, and third, sexual reproduction occurs, that external fertilization occurs here. So here reproduction is both by sexual and asexual. And there is a larval condition called as parenchyma amphiblastula. Parenchyma amphiblastula. The larval conditions are called as a parenchyma and amphiblastula. So here in the mesenchyme or mesophyte, there are some amigocytes which will be active to perform different activities. Now there are some cells called as scleroblast cells. You can see here in mesenchyma there are scleroblast cells which produces spicules which acts like a skeleton in the sponges, because they are not having any skeletal system, nothing. So here the spicules are acting like a skeleton, and third spicules are produced by the cells called as the scleroblast cells. Scleroblast cells. Okay. Then along with that, for distribution of food material, it is having colonocyte. The colonocytes, they distribute the food material to all the parts of the body.